Live. Okay, it said it's going live, guys. Can you all see it on there?
On Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
I do not see anything on your page.
Here it comes. It said it's preparing it. Did it pop up yet?
No.
It's doing something. It's saying it's doing it. Let me click it again. Okay, do you see it now? Oh, let me go public. Now you should see it. I had to go public. Do you see it?
I don't see it.
Huh?
I don't see it.
Me either.
I'm looking at it. Oh, I can press another button. Okay, here we go.
Okay, I got a question. Is treats allowed on the podcast, so I need to turn the.
I mean, yeah, it's unfiltered.
Okay, because treats is gonna make it more interesting. So,
Hey, you know, it's unfiltered. I mean, I have a coded Jack in the Box cup.
all right, Cody. If mine ain't gonna be Cody, it's gonna be right there.
Okay, do you guys see that we're live?
Oh, I see live on Facebook.
I definitely want to welcome you guys to Black Rose Media today. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Siobhan.
Hey, I'm Just D.
I'm Ray.
And how do we meet? I know we all met in different phases of my life, in different times, in different places.
Woo! I saw it.
It's unfiltered, so you can go ahead, because I remember our times hiding from the Africans, you know.
Yes.
Nah.
We met when I was, 13 years old. I was a rowdy little motherfucker. And Don was my go.
I am a changed person, for the record. I have changed for the best. I'm not
All
going to say
right.
the better. I'm going to say the best. And Ray?
We met at the job. And you know what I'm saying? It was a few people in training who wanted to try us, and it just wasn't gonna work that way. You feel me? So we had to just go ahead and establish that we not gonna play with y'all and y'all not gonna play with us. And it's just been a love connection ever since then. You feel me?
Yeah. That's for real.
You know.
And Just D?
I used to be a former member of DUCC back in the day when I was young, wild, and hot. When I was a hot mess. That's when you met me at my time in life when I was a hot mess.
Yeah. And one thing I can say is that the reason why I picked you all, there's one other person that was missing, but she's at work right now. But the reason why I picked you all, because we all vibe. I mean, like, I've never had any issues with anybody that's on here. We just all click, our chemistry good. And I know we could chop up with some real shit, unfiltered, and ain't nobody feelings gonna be hurt. So to jump right into it, the first question is, do you or have you ever felt that when you left an ex, you made them better for the next person?
I agree. I feel
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely. First of all, I am the best. Okay. So when you quit fucking with me and find you a new bitch, you gonna be better when you done fucking with me. Now I take thank you cards, food stamps, Bath and Body Works. You feel me? If you want to thank me for this man that I done molded for you and hand it over, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely feel like I built up a few bitches in my day, and I feel like I made them better for some new bitches. They wasn't shit when I met them, and then I made them some shit, and then they went over to somebody else. Still ain't be shit.
Somebody else reaping the benefits of your hard work.
Hell yeah.
Got no better. They went from good to worse, okay? That's what happened.
Okay. Well, do you think that there should be some boundaries set in a relationship? And if so, what type of boundaries?
it definitely has to be some boundaries in a relationship. I feel like it has to be some level of respect. Because, you know, if you don't set those boundaries, people will just walk all over you. So,
well, what kind of, like, in what point, what kind of level of respect are we talking about? That is real respect, but to what limit of his respect are you saying? Like respect, like come in the house at a certain time of the night.
Oh yeah, you gotta come in at a certain time. You need to be able to check in. I shouldn't be chasing you in the streets. I shouldn't be looking for you.
Check in.
You gotta check in. You need to check in because first of all, if you out here doing your thing, you need to be, at least know if a bitch bust you across your head, at least I know where you at.
Check in like a time clock?
Yeah, check in.
Yeah, you gotta check in. You need to check in.
Oh, that's where you lost me at the check-in part. Okay. So you say they have to check in to you.
You ain't gotta check in to me, but I mean I would check in with somebody.
Just to let them know where you at. Like that.
You're right. Yeah.
But what's the boundary that say this shit is done?
Huh?
But when do you get to
right?
I mean, you know.
So you know what check in mean? If they
to me, I feel like check in is like, you know, you telling me, hey, I'm gonna be here, and you need to let me know you made it there. Because if you didn't make it there, then I'm gonna be looking for your ass. So
let me put on the grandma asses because
I'm trying to see what the fuck going on.
Hello, mama, I made it. I'm here. All right. So at what point do you say, nah, this shit ain't gonna work?
When it's too much disrespect. Too much disrespect.
And what do you consider disrespect in a relationship?
So, in my experience, disrespect was putting other people in our relationship. Instead of coming to me, talking to me what I'm doing wrong, you're going to talk to other people about what I'm doing wrong. That's number one. Number two, telling other women in our relationship what you do for me and how you do shit for me shouldn't be a conversation you have with none of your friends or nobody you meet, no nothing. Feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers shouldn't call your phone at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. It's a level of respect. They should respect.
That's gonna get you punched down. It is.
What
you feel like? She said that'll get that person. What you said, right?
I said that's gonna get you punched down. Punch down.
Punch down. Punch down.
Yes, punch down.
So you feel like at no point should an ex be brought up in your present relationship?
Correct.
Absolutely.
Wait, what do you mean brought up? Like, are you referring to just in conversation or?
Yeah, like period. Like you with your new person, right? And they talking about the ex, or your ex is with somebody new and they bringing you up. Do you feel like that the exes should even be a conversation? You should be in a new with your new boo.
I mean, it depends because really, I feel like it depends on the vibe and it depends on the conversation. Like if you fuck with somebody, like this toxic nigga I was fucking with, like we can talk about that kind of shit because we can have those types of conversations and I don't really feel a way and he don't really feel a way, but we was securing our bond. So I never feel like, okay, well, if he bring her up in the conversation that we having, I never feel a way. But I don't feel like you should go overboard, or I don't feel like you should insert an ex in a conversation that they don't belong in. But it depends on what you're talking about and the point that you're trying to make.
I mean, I feel like when you first meet somebody, you know, everybody tend to talk about, oh, this is the person I used to mess with. This is what I didn't like about them.
Right.
This is what I liked about them. This is what, you know, I don't want this to happen because this happened. But it shouldn't be a comparison. You shouldn't be comparing me to your ex. I shouldn't be comparing you to my ex. It should be new shit.
You know what? I've never compared, but I do say that's your ex, right? So everything cuts off. All that other shit, that godmama shit, that best friend shit, all the other shit, that's over with. Like, I don't want to hear shit like, well, we used to do this, so I want to keep this. Like with them other kids, you know, people, you get in a relationship and that person already got some children, and then they be like, well, we all do this circus shit. Y'all probably did, but you're not gonna do that shit now. Like that kind of shit.
Well, you know, I done been through that, been there, done that. Okay. But you know, on my behalf, I accepted my ex's my ex's ex-girlfriend kids, for the simple fact was that's who she loved. She loved those kids and she accepted those kids. So I can't come in and break up a bond between her and some kids because I just want to alter myself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna accept them the way you accept them, but it's a level of respect between me and their mamas. You know what I'm saying? If she can't respect me, then now you can't do that.
So at what point do you let go? Like at what point?
Right, because I ain't fucking with none of that done. Like, nah, fuck all that. Dad's gotta go. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
She can go.
Hey, I learned my lesson now. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Look.
Bye, kids.
I mean, but at what point do you like separate yourself from the kids?
When the relationship ends.
When the relationship ends, the kid ends too.
Because somebody has kids to hold on sometimes. They don't use it for the right reason. Sometimes a person not even interested in them kids, they trying to keep that ex in the backfire just in case this shit don't work. When that relationship in, them kids in.
I can't say, well, I have an ex that I was with for years. We broke up and he still did stuff for my kids. So I can't just say when the relationship ends. I would more so say if that new person gets into another relationship, because he wasn't fucking with nobody. So him doing for my kids wasn't really a thing.
But taking somebody would have been okay.
I don't know if it would have been okay in their relationship, but I would have been okay with him saying, I can't do this anymore because can't no nigga come in my life and tell me he taking care of his ex-kids. I'm gonna be like, well, y'all need to work that out because I don't have no understanding for this. So I would more so say like when that person pursues other love interest, you know what I'm saying? You can't have a girlfriend trying to take care of your ex.
But what have you been with that kid since they was a baby? Yeah. Like they was a baby and then they grew up and then they like now grown or whatever.
My thing is, I think it's different for a lesbian relationship than it is for a hetero relationship. I don't think the rules apply in both situations. You feel what I'm saying? Because if a male and a female is together and this nigga is not this bitch kid, his kids, let that bitch go with her motherfucking kids. Let that baby daddy take care of them kids. You know, but lesbian world, it don't rock like that.
You know what I'm saying? Would it be different? Because either way, it's involving kids and an ex.
Because you know, them stuff get all attached to these kids and they become
we definitely do get attached to the kids.
The dominant normally takes the role of the daddy would. So what would be different?
You just said it, of the daddy. Of the daddy.
The daddy needs to be found. That's what you're saying. Okay. So what do you think is missing from the modern day relationship? Like, why so many single people?
Let me speak on it as somebody who, and the reason why I want to speak on it is because when I was younger, I was in relationships. I was with my baby daddy. Then we broke up a short period of time. Then I got married. Then I got into a long-term relationship. So it wasn't until I was like grown that I experienced being single and embraced it. And one thing about me, I'm kind of like a homeboy. I'm a partner. So naturally, the guys, they talk. They, you know what I'm saying? They vent and they say certain things. So I've been able to really see, like, first of all, missing people, the amount of people that cheat is like baffling. Like, and it'll be people you would never believe. People that's Facebook happy, they got a picture perfect, modern. I'm talking about they got matching pajamas on Christmas, and you be like, so he knocked his side bitch down on Christmas Eve, so y'all can got take a new picture on Christmas Day. So it's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's really I don't feel like there's any real loyalty. And then second most important thing, failure to communicate. People will not a person will rather not fuck with you no more than have a real genuine conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but they cheating though.
They cheating, they lying. They lying. They doing a bunch of shit. They doing a bunch of shit with a bunch of different people. And I think we as women or whoever, we just allow it. We just be okay with motherfuckers doing us any kind of way. We end up our episodes.
Now we change that W to an M. Say me, but not we. Let me tell you.
I do think we allow.
Pay every bill. I didn't know what a bill looked like. And Shabbat, you my witness because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? He paid every bill. But that nigga thought he can go out and make kids and cheat. Oh yeah. Told my kids you grab one toy each. We about this mug. It was Woody and Barney and we was gone. I didn't care. That cheating shit, you ain't finna be playing with my life. You know what I'm saying? You finna go out there and bring me back something. First of all, I am able to bear kids. I don't need you to go out there and make no kids for me. And so he thought he's gonna make some kids. I didn't ask for no help. I got 2 sitting here. Then you gonna make 1? Yeah. I had to let that go. So that cheating, I can't get with it. Some shit I can forgive if I know your situation as to why you're doing it. But certain shit, yeah, I can't.
That cheating, I can't get with that cheating either. I feel like that's the ultimate level of betrayal. Like, but you gotta go out and talk to somebody else. We can do all this same shit. You fucking on this bitch. We can do this in here. You want to do the same? Let's do it here. Like, why you gotta go do other shit with other people?
That's that communication Ray was talking about. Let me know what the fuck is going on.
They don't want to communicate. We do, and then I think another big thing that's really, really missing is there is a lack of emotion. A lot of people don't want to get fucked over. They don't want their feelings hurt. So because of that, they guard themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's no feeling. So like me, I'll be the first person to tell you. I could talk to a nigga for a long time, and that nigga be like, "You blocked," and I'll be like, "All right." And not feel no kind of way about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but you have to be like that because people lie, they cheat. So you gotta guard yourself. But because you're guarded, you won't allow yourself to be vulnerable, which means it's hard to build a bond because there's no emotion. You can't bond without any type of emotion. You know what I'm saying? So, but people can't, it's no feelings, team no feelings. Everybody team no feelings.
Is that so? In other words, you're carrying baggage,
and it's saying that everything is about clout right now. It's everybody show up and show out. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't in it for a relationship. They're in it for what they can show and have. They ain't in it for what they can get together. Nobody build nothing. You want instant shit.
So if you could tell your young self what you've learned throughout these relationships, what advice would you give the younger version of you?
Run, bitch, run.
For real.
Credit checks.
Background checks.
Ask them what their goals is. Get to know them before you even get in a relationship with them.
Ask about their mental health, goddamn it, because they be crazy.
I would forgive my younger self the skill of really patience, because I wanted too much too quick, and because of that I feel like hindered my growth because I couldn't see that there was a bigger picture. I didn't have the patience to put the 1,000-piece puzzle together. This 100-piece puzzle was looking real every time, and I did it, and because of that I feel like I forced myself into like becoming a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like just shit like that. Just if you just chill and you just be patient, you'll be surprised at what opportunities are going to present themselves. You know what I'm saying? Don't always try to alter your circumstance. Allow it to be what it is and what it's supposed to be, so that you could build. You know what I mean? Everything. If I just could have been more patient, I feel like my life would be very different than what it is now.
So probably
wouldn't have been the word. More open to your circumstances would be the word to use.
So you said what?
Your phone, it was breaking up. Say it again, Siobhan.
I said more open to your circumstances at the time would be the best choice of words, because I know I've been through a lot of shit in my younger years. And I don't regret nothing. I don't think I'll be the woman I am today if I didn't go through what I went. If I didn't have to do all the sacrificing, I didn't have shit to eat. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, no clothes, nobody in a house to live. Out on the street, had to live in my car. Had to live out of a room. I don't think I would be where I'm at today if it wasn't for those people doing what they did to me.
So you saying all of those circumstances that was hardships in a relationship, that's what made you stronger.
That's what made me stronger.
Mm-hmm. And I think I said this earlier on the test run when we were all checking our devices. I said that one of the reasons why I selected everybody that's in this group is because, for one, we all have a personal connection on all levels, right? 2, none of y'all never switched up. But 3, because we all went through something to get where we're at, even though we're still growing. I mean, business entrepreneurs and things of that nature, moving on from unhealthy relationships and recognizing what's healthy physically and mentally, which brings me to my next question. Do you feel that sex is more of an emotional attachment or physical attachment? Like, do you feel like it's a duty that you have to do this in a relationship or not?
I'll do it.
I feel like it's a big.
I feel like you fucking somebody else.
I feel like it's a big part of it. I feel like you gotta have sex in a relationship. It does bring you closer. It is an emotional connection, because once you stop having sex with a person, it's like, fuck you, bitch. I don't need you no more. Like, that's what I feel. Because it's like, if you ain't doing it, then it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing over here? Like,
I think if you with somebody, you're in a relationship and they are disrespectful, or they have done something to ruin trust, it'll make you feel like, you know what, the power I have over my body is sex, and I don't feel like you deserve it, so you ain't getting it.
Well, yeah, if it's circumstantial, I mean, a nigga can't go out and cheat and then I decide, okay, I'm gonna forgive him and we're gonna work on our relationship, and then I'm gonna be having sex. Like, nah, I'm gonna wait till I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
You got some women that'll do it. Let me sex him down because he getting it for somebody else. That ain't the problem. The sex ain't the issue. You gotta see why he even out there with other people.
Right.
But if you're not doing it, do you think that's the reason why he out there or she out there doing it with somebody else because you ain't doing it?
But it's always a reason why you're not doing it. Then that's when that communication comes in that Ray was talking about. Why you don't want to give it up, or why you always giving it up, or are you just a sex addict and you just want to go cheat, or am I that woman that allows you to go cheat, right? Because I feel like you're gonna take care of me. If I raise hell about it, you may leave me, and what I gotta do? You got some people that's weak behind the dollar.
Let me tell you something. When I'm going through shit, I can't have sex. If I'm broke, I don't want to fuck. Okay?
Right.
Broke,
right.
You know what I'm saying? If you getting on my motherfucking nerve, bitch, I don't want you in between my legs going on somewhere else. You know, I can do that myself.
Yeah, Uncle Clifford said, closed legs still get paid.
Get paid.
Said that. So if you had to sit and you had to think, and your ex came to you for advice on what they did wrong in your relationship, what would you tell them?
It depends. It depends
on the worst relationship you've had. That person came to you and said, hey, I've been around the world. I see what it is. I have matured now. I'm ready to be the person you want me to be. What do I need to do?
Well, I would say the absolute worst relationship I've been in, the relationship is my current one, and everything wrong with that nigga. Everything. so I mean, if I would have to give him some advice, I would probably say to just respect me. Like, he's just so disrespectful. If you just respect me and make me feel like I'm a priority, then we can work on everything else. But that nigga is respectful.
My advice to my ex is, advice how to be, because me and you is finished. You ruined that. I give you some advice what not to do in your next relationship. And bitch, don't cheat.
I think my advice for my ex or whatever, I have two, but I feel like stop being a narcissist for one. Like you gotta take some responsibility for your shit. That's what I would tell both of these bitches. I would say take some responsibility for your shit. And don't be out here blaming others for your fuck ups. You fucked up, and that's just it. And it's all.
Okay. Well, with sex, what's an absolute no? It ain't happening. I don't care if I love you or not. This is not happening. That silence means that there's no hope. Does that mean that I don't know of anything?
Damn, I don't think I know.
I don't think so.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna. I mean, I think I'm the only person here who likes boy or guys. So I think the only thing on my side would be like, I'm not gonna like play with a nigga booty or nothing like that if he is. But listen, y'all would be surprised. Y'all would be surprised at the ones that like to bend over and you know what I'm saying. And that's cool. Like if that's what y'all want to do,
I'm side eyeing you like what? like
that's
super gay. Like
what?
I mean, like that's going on in that world.
It's no judgment. Like I don't judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grown and they can do what they desire to do. You know, I'm not gonna do it personally, but I don't judge nobody.
And that's why we clicked so well at Aetna, because it was a couple of bitches that had a lot to say, and every time they did, I made sure what's the problem? Don't whisper, be loud about it. But one thing I can say is you was never judgmental. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about the whole rows, row 1, 2, row 3. And if they watching, we did. But we were just always real, and for that I appreciate, because a lot of times being a lifestyle, when you approach a straight woman, the first thing they think is, don't try to change me or convert you. What the fuck? I'm still a woman. I'm still a person. Sexuality has nothing to do with friendship. So that was one of the things that I really valued about our relationship. What is the most craziest thing you've done when somebody made you mad in a relationship? Something they could have put you in jail.
I pulled a gun on somebody. That was probably the craziest thing.
That's good. It's live, so don't get too deep. Go ahead. I want nobody go. I always say be a knock at the door and you get carried.
I know, right? You got to find me though.
The whole state guy chased them down the street.
Not the chase down.
Chase down.
Oh wow.
I think the most crazy shit I done did. It done all happened in the last 6 months. I done pulled up. I had to slash the nigga tires at the job. That probably could have got me landed in jail. Then we recently went on a high-speed chase. We was doing 110 on 290. Then we went from doing 110 on 290 to doing 30 on 290. Everybody on the freeway was mad. They was
toxic.
Very toxic.
It was for real. Like we did that. I done pulled up to this nigga job and fought him. But I think the worst
relationships. Sometimes them toxic relationships can be like, it depends what kind of toxic, because it's different levels.
It is different levels of toxic. It is definitely my situation is toxic, but I got so much love for this toxic shit, which is crazy. Like
you don't know how it's like a drug almost. Like you like addicted to. It's like a high, and it's like it's really bad for you, but drugs bad for you, but people do them because they make you feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Love is a drug. Love is like the new modern day drug. Like it make you do crazy stuff, like especially when you know you ain't supposed to be with these people no more, and you
ain't got
chasing behind them, you calling them, you want to talk to them, you want to fight with them, you just want to fight with them.
I called a nigga like 120 times, 115 times, like
you crazy.
But you know what though? One thing I can honestly say is I haven't done anything to him that he didn't do to me first. Like that high speed chase shit we went on. I was out with my homegirl. This nigga pulled up on me at the bar, basically made me leave up out of there, because if I wouldn't have, he was gonna show his ass, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go home, this nigga chasing me down the freeway, running red lights and all that. So I just be returning the toxic. I don't initiate the toxic. I just return what's given to me initially. And I don't feel like I'm wrong for that, you know?
And that be the best sex too after all that toxic.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you, nigga, stroke your soul after that.
Okay, your soul be shaking in that bitch.
Your soul after that. Like, damn. Nigga, stroke your soul. You be like, man, I hate it here and I love it here at the same time.
You be like, this is my punishment. Just go.
Man.
So, what is a topic that you all would like to discuss? One topic each. Crickets again. Okay.
I have a few. I'm just thinking since we only get one. Wow.
Oh, well, then bring out either one of them.
Okay, what do you guys think about? Okay, this is personal situation I have found myself in multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? How do you handle this situation when someone who you consider cool, that may not necessarily be a friend per se, because friend is a strong term, but they're an acquaintance, you know, you don't really have no beef with them or no smoke with them. So what do you do when their significant other try to shoot that shot at you?
Oh, damn.
What level is this friend again?
That's what I'm saying.
Really, any level of cool, like not necessarily a best friend or a close friend, because obviously you have to tell them, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like that's a no-go. Like that is an absolute no-go, no matter what kind of friend they is to you.
No, I'm not saying mess with them. No, I'm not saying like that.
No, the person
I'm
just trying to
asking.
shoot they shot at her. So like if it's a mutual, it's a cool with you friend. Not know this my homegirl, but just somebody you cool with. I still tell.
That nigga trying to shoot. Do you say? And then if you tell them what do you say? Like, cause let me give a disclaimer. Like, one thing we know is that the person who giving you the hard dick and lies, they always have the advantage over the messenger. The messenger always gets shot. Mm-hmm. So do you relay the message? And if so, what do you say? How do you say it?
Let me tell you. Because I've worked with people where people in Florida was dating somebody's husband. I will tell, and I'm gonna tell you why I would tell, because I want to be the first one to tell so that he won't go switch it and make it like it was me shooting the shot, because that'll happen too. Mm-hmm. If they get to thinking, wait a minute, you know what, she may go tell, let me let my gal know already. While you trip with me, your homegirl trying to shoot a shot. And then by the time she come to you with it, and you be like, nah, that's not even how it happened. Well, she gonna be like, why didn't you tell me first?
Tell me in the first place.
Right.
But then it's like you tell them, and then they get into it with you because you tell them.
Right.
It's like you hate on that relationship.
You kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like you want to, first of all, I can tell you right now, unless you in my close, tight-knit circle of friends, I ain't gonna tell you nothing about your nigga, like ever, period. I'm just not gonna do it. I could see your nigga cheating Saturday night, and if you ask me Sunday morning, I'm gonna be like, shit, I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, because that's just not my business. But you damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like if you say something and then they go and then they address this nigga, they gonna put your name in, your name under the bush, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be comfortable with your name being brought up.
Got to be comfortable whatever happened next.
Okay. But it's gonna be a person that you cool with now, but eventually you can see yourself just really kicking it, or just cool, like I'm cool on you, but it ain't gonna never get past that. That make a difference.
I mean, I guess your loyalty depends on the loyalty with the friendship, though. I mean, I ain't gonna tell a bitch nothing. I ain't seen shit. I ain't gonna tell you shit because I don't want you to say I'm trying to get with your bitch or whatever. I ain't gonna tell you shit.
I'm telling it right then and now. Oh, bitch, I'm about to tell. I'm about to call her on the phone right now, bitch, and I'm telling.
I just mind my business. So I don't give a what I see or what happened. I just be like, oh, that ain't my business.
I'm very much a mind my business ass bitch. I don't tell nobody nothing about their significant other. Like the only way I'm gonna break a bitch down for two reasons. One, if you my close friend, I just have to tell you because I'm loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that,
I'm telling. If you one of my close friends, yeah, I'm gonna tell.
Yeah, if you a close friend, that's off the top. Like, I don't even have to ask no questions about that. But the second thing is if a bitch try to come for me, cause like people will look at you and be like, "Oh, you want my nigga?" No, your nigga want me. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear about it. So if a bitch try to feel like she gonna handle me, like I don't want to have to pull these receipts out, but I got them. For if you decide you want to cut the fuck up, they right here, but I don't want to have to show them to you. So just pipe down and nobody feelings have to get hurt. But that's the only way. Like I'm gonna tell a bitch about her nigga. Outside of that I don't involve myself. Like, cause I know how it goes. Like when
that though, how do you respond back?
I just don't, or I dead that shit.
Yeah.
But as far as just telling them, because I look at it like this: if I'm your girl partner and you trying to like do a little 1-2 with me to see if I bite the bait, that make me feel like you really will talk to any of her friends, anybody who you feel like will bite the bait.
Right.
So it ain't really for me to say shit. Like it's for me to shut you down and let you know that it's not an option and it's not happening. But I don't always know that it's for me to go and let that person know. I only tell my close friends. That's it.
So a sideline hit you up and they be like, I want to let you know that your dude or your gal, whoever tried to hit me up and we went out, blah, blah, blah. How do you respond to the sideline? Do you get mad at the sideline? Or do
you don't get mad at the sideline. You don't get mad at the sideline. You get mad at your person because the person is the one over here entertaining them. First of all, how they get your number? Exactly. A bitch called me. How did you get my goddamn number in the first place?
Ooh,
that means my you in my bitch phone, you don't got my number. So how did you get my number? So I ain't coming for you. I'm coming for this bitch. Hey,
right. You motherfucking right.
Yeah, I don't never go with them. I never really shoot the messenger. I don't really find myself in those types of situations, but I'm for shit show gonna punch down on this nigga because first and foremost, like she said, not only is you fucking around with this bitch, but you didn't even have enough respect for me to establish no boundaries. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just didn't give a fuck at all. Like this last nigga, this toxic nigga I was fucking with, I asked him where he stayed. I pulled up to the house one night. It was like 4:00 in the morning. It was a bitch there, and the bitch like, this my nigga, and we stayed together. So my thing is this. So listen, my thing is this. Like, if this your nigga, first of all, I don't know nothing about you, but if this your nigga, what kind of respect do he have for you? Because why do I know where you stay? Why was I able to get in my vehicle and come to your house at 4:00 in the morning and pull your nigga up out y'all house? Right. You feel me? Like, so that made me quit. Cause can you, if you got a problem with me, or if you got a problem with something that I'm doing, can you come to my house? That nigga he know better than to tell you where I stay at. Like, you can't even come to my house, but I can come to your house though and disturb your peace at 4:00 in the morning. But if you want to disturb my peace, you can't, because this nigga gonna make sure he don't cross that line with me. So it's like, I mean, it just all boils down to just respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect and making a motherfucker know they place and making them stay in their place. They gonna continue to fuck with you.
But what is the person's place? How you know what that nigga telling that other person?
Absolutely, you right.
How do they know they place? If that nigga is giving her, telling her that she this, that, and telling you the same thing, how she know her place? Nigga gave her the authority to think that she more than what she is. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know your place. If a motherfucker over here lying to you and then lying to this person,
and then lying to that person, don't know know they place.
Nobody know where they place because you feel like you the main bitch, you the only bitch, and then next thing you know, there's another bitch. So it's like she thinks she the main bitch too. She thinks that this nigga at home with her, this girl over here, she thinks she number one. So she might not know that, you know, he got a whole family, she got a whole family somewhere else. So it's kind of hard to know your place. You know,
Yeah, it's when you got that motherfucker in the middle, that fine line in the middle that's feeding both parties. Know your place.
I think that is very true because they motherfuckers is gonna lie. They don't do nothing in the world. They for shit show gonna lie.
Shit show gonna lie.
They for shit show gonna lie. But I feel like regardless to what he's telling her, like I can't come to her because I know this nigga lying to you because this nigga lying to me. Like, so the same way he spoon feed me some bullshit.
If you go to her correct, you might can't.
But some of them you can't because they feel like
you can't.
The nigga fault is your fault. Now you know he got a girl with. So some of them you can't go directly to him.
Yeah, you can't because they be ignorant. Like, you cannot.
But you don't know if you don't try.
I ain't gonna try.
I ain't gonna try either. If a bitch can take my bitch, she can have her. That's pretty much how I feel about it. If I gotta go chasing after my bitch for somebody else, I don't want that bitch or you. Like y'all can have each other.
So you've never taken anybody back after they cheated?
No, hell no. You cheat on me, bitch. That's because that's like a different level of trust. Like, first of all, you don't walk up out of this house. You done left your kids over here or whatever, and then cheated on me with somebody else. Y'all can go. Because first of all, there's more cat. It's more cat out here. I can get cat when I can't get none else. So you can get your ass on.
I have. It wasn't even about sex. It wasn't about money. It was about I was more loyal to that person was to me, and I did that at the time. You know what I mean? I was more into the relationship that person was at the time, and I was blinded by the shit.
But do we really miss the signs, or we just say, okay, maybe it's not that because we so in love, we feel like it's gonna get better? Because sometimes
it don't be no. Let me tell you something, Don. I know niggas who cheat on they bitch wouldn't have an inkling, like, and I'll be like, how you do it? Like, put me on game because I'm trying to figure out.
I know some people that cheat and
like,
they have no idea. They have no idea that they out here fucking them over because they do it so well. So it's like, how can you leave somebody that you don't know is cheating on you? Like,
yeah,
you don't know.
Well, I agree with that because sometimes you don't know, especially if you trusting that person like 100, you 100 with them, and then you find they cheat, you be like, what the fuck? How did I miss that?
And they bitchy.
Some women just don't care. Some women just don't care because someone told me the other day if they've been with their husband for 12 years, and if a female come and call her and say they pregnant, she go tell that bitch, well, we gonna take care of her. She not leaving her husband.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm leaving. That's it.
Like it.
Child, I went and looked at the baby when they said, first of all, my ex-husband's mother now bought the girl to my daughter's birthday party. That was some bullshit. And say, we just want to know if you gonna really be a real woman about this. She's pregnant. Well, what you telling me for? Because I ain't get her pregnant. But after she had the baby, I definitely went in. Y'all come to see the baby? I said, oh yeah, that's his. That's all I had to see. We ain't have to argue. It ain't mine. But the DNA, 99.9%, plus that forehead shows that it's your baby. And that's a wrap. And that's something that you really can't bounce back from. When they do that, when they do something like that, I mean, you can't bounce back from that. So for
a nigga can't have a baby on me.
Oh yeah, that's a everyday reminder.
A nigga can't have a baby on me. I'm not even saying that I won't take you back after cheating or that I haven't taken a person back after cheating, but you can't have no baby on me. No. I mean, no.
You have a constant reminder that this happened. So you like, why did this happen? Especially if you've been married for a while, you've been in a relationship for a long time, and it just pop up. You be like, whoa, wait, what the hell happened here?
Right.
You know, I'm not asking for no surrogate. So how did this happen?
Nah, you can't have no baby on me, Pop. That'll get both of y'all stabbed.
This is sad.
I'm just saying.
Is there healthy jealousy in a relationship or unhealthy? Are there any types?
There should be no jealousy in no type of relationship. You can't be jealous of nobody that you're with. You shouldn't be in competition with them, and you shouldn't be jealous of them. You're not supposed to be working together, not jealous of what I. First of all, if I'm with you, I'm gonna build you up, and I want you to build me up. We shouldn't be. You need to walk side by side with me, not in front of me and not behind me, side by side. So if you jealous of me, bitch, you didn't get on. Because first of all, that means we ain't walking together no more. Because that means we on a different page. If you
okay, well, I got a question. Can I ask a quick question? So when you say jealous, do you mean jealous of them, or do you mean jealous like tendencies
relationship wise?
Like outside.
That was the point about when she said about the jealous within a relationship, but I mean like outside.
Okay. I just wanted to understand. Okay, go ahead with your explanation. I'm sorry.
Jessica.
Oh
yeah.
Siobhan, who was ready?
I was trying to talk. Who was that? About the being jealousy in the relationship. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you asked about outside of the relationship.
Well, both. You raised a good point, because sometimes people can be jealous within their relationship. So that was a good point. But what about outside jealousy?
Like people being jealous of your relationship?
Like I see you looking and you ain't really looking. Or, you know, why are you talking to this person? Or, you know, that kind of jealousy. You can't breathe unless they know why you breathing.
Oh, good God.
A little jealousy is healthy. I don't think that it should be over. Jealous, I don't want to use the word jealous. I think it's a little healthy to be a little territorial, more so.
Mm-hmm.
Jealous is...
With my ex, I wish I would have been a little more jealous and territorial, because I was kind of relaxed. So every time she pop up with these new friends and these new people she met at this place and that place, I really didn't feel no type of way, because I just felt like she was just friendly than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I should have, and it was a lesson learned for me.
I think I should have did that same thing in my last relationship too, because it's like I'm one of them people that, because I got all these goddamn friends all over the place. If my significant other came with some new friends, I'll be like, oh, okay, you got some friends. Okay, cool. But I feel like maybe she wanted me to be more like asking questions, like where these friends come from.
Yeah.
So I feel like I didn't do too much questioning. So it's like, all right, so now I lost this motherfucker because I didn't ask, like, who the fuck is this? Why are you hanging out with them? But then it's like you don't want to come off as nagging either. Like, who is this? Who is that?
No, I think a little jealousy is healthy. I think that it creates security. Like, it just shows a person like, I care about you. Not over the top. I mean, you can't smother a person to where they can't have no life outside of you, but a little, you know what I'm saying? A little one, so it just make me just be like, oh, okay, you like me? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you care? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm nagging. I will feel like I'm nagging if I be doing all that. It's not a nag.
But I think sometimes people want to know that you do care, because I think a nonchalant person is not always good. Like, oh, okay, you doing that? Oh, okay, that's cool. Because really, you have to wonder why they so nonchalant. You know,
right?
You could be doing some shit and you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now why you not mad? Because I'm gonna question every new shit. I don't I'm questioning everything. Oh, this your best friend? Why all of a sudden? Was this your motherfucking best friend 2 weeks ago? Like, don't pop up.
I'm not one of the questionable kind of people. I don't be doing all that questioning because it comes off as nagging, but then it's like, my ex is like, oh, you ain't care, you ain't give a shit because you ain't asked no questions.
If I'm on the phone and I hear a new voice, who the fuck is that? Why aren't you so fucking cheerful at work? Like, what the fuck?
Fuck nagging. Who? Well, when? Oh, okay.
Or I'd be like, yeah, let me get off the phone and let you work. You know what I'm saying? I be on some shit like that, but you already know in that tone, I'm like, what the fuck is all that? the extra hey, bitch, that's a personal hey.
Right.
That ain't a professional hey.
Oh
That's
God, I'm looking. You talking too motherfucking much.
yeah.
Oh
Like,
God, I'm
you
looking.
say, hey, oh, I like your what the this ain't professional. Ain't you at work? I sometimes look at the phone like, all right, let me let you work because I already know where this mouth finna go, and it's always this. Oh, they old or they ugly. Every motherfucking body you encounter.
Or they straight. Or they straight.
Fucking body can't be old and ugly.
Or they
that's
straight.
an old friend, or that's somebody I went to school with, or that's yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my
But
friend.
we went to all the same schools, elementary, middle school, and high school. Who, what, where? Let me find out. So now it be some new shit. Oh, they used to live on the back street by the park. Oh, that's how you know them?
We used to walk down the street to the Cadillac house together. Yep, that's like, oh yeah.
You gonna leave her bitch ass down the street too. You on this street now. You didn't move.
Right. Right. I don't want to you at work and I'm here singing. I'm like, what is all that? Or I get that. I know that's gonna be too heavy. I don't know why. Both of y'all bitches, if you can lift it, she can lift it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So I think jealousy is a-okay when you're just trying to keep things in line. Now, when you get to doing all that, I'm gonna, punch you down and shit like that. Then you need to let that relationship go because that one gonna be real. That's gonna end not well. And I have been in a situation where I lost my mind. I'm trying to break windows to the truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm running out the house with a towel. I'm mad whole towel drop. I don't give a fuck. Windows. I went and rented a hotel room. Said, hey, come over here. Finna try to smother a bitch. It just didn't turn out successfully. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you know that your mind has went that far, that make you sit down and say, you know what? Let me sit back and meditate and chill and think about this shit because I'm losing myself.
Yeah.
Right. The motherfucker still gonna be doing whatever and whatever.
Right.
So I do think a little bit of jealousy helps keep it in line, but too much, it could be smothering for both. Because it'd be like when you don't feel like being that jealous, then it'd be like, why you don't care no more? Because today I'm just not feeling to be that jealous. Right, I'm not feeling it on this particular day. But you let me hear a bitch sing again in the background. I goes out on the route now. Oh, she still delivering here? I check up. Don't have me check up. No, I leave work.
That's a little crazy right there, though.
Yeah, I can do a little jealous.
Sorry.
Tomato. Crazy. She call it crazy. I call it territorial.
Hey, I used to be an editor. Don't let me be mad about something. That phone, I'm hanging up every call while I'm texting. Let me tell you something. A text argument only makes you more pissed off. Really can't let them feel what you're trying to say, and you know they ain't gonna answer. I had one of the motherfuckers on after and we arguing.
Oh, that pisses me off, boy. If you don't fucking answer when we argue, bitch, if I can't get it out, I'm gonna be mad all day. And I work for an airline, but I will step to the side and leave the passengers standing right there, bitch. I need to get this out right now. If you don't answer that phone, man, I don't give a shit. I'll be sitting them to the gate. Take them back to the gate. They gonna check it in at the gate. Let me get up.
Courtesy check in, because they charge extra thing, yeah.
Baby, I don't give a damn. You gotta carry on back, take that shit to the gate and let them handle it. Let me finish what I need to do. If I can't get it out, I will tell them people, hey, I'm sick and I gotta go the fuck home. I will go all the way to my car just to argue with your ass.
But you be mad because you really want to have it face to face. You know how bad
it's like when they act like they don't give a shit. Ooh. When they act like they don't give a shit over their phone, oh my God, that shit pisses me off. Like, don't act like you don't give a shit about what I'm saying. And then you ain't answering me, and then I'm 40 minutes from home, and I can't get to your ass. Oh man, that be burning me up.
Have y'all ever did a stakeout outside their house just to see what the fuck they doing?
I have, and I do it again too.
It was their house, it was their job.
I did that too, and I'll do that again too.
Yeah.
I did that one night. I was like, okay, all day, no answer. I had called my homegirl. She can't pick me up. We staked out the dead end. I waited. We had left to go get something. He came back. She had made it home. I'm looking out through the window. Oh, she on the phone with somebody. And the bitch, it wasn't me. So I'm like, who she talking to? called her right on outside. We had to fight of our life on the side of the house. And I got on back in the car and went on back home. I said, you know what? I must be losing my mind because I ain't never done this shit in no other relationship. What the hell is wrong? And that's when I started saying heavily. And say, you know what? Let me get my shit together because this shit ain't normal. It ain't normal. You know what? I don't care how much you fuss with a person or you argue. If it's something they gonna do, they're gonna do it.
Don't do it, right? I agree.
But I had to learn that. I don't go do it. You finna leave? Okay, you finna leave. Because by me saying, hey, I can tell you anything. You can tell me you're gonna do anything. You still gonna do it. I've learned that. I used to be green to it. I used to think, oh, now things good and cheap, but shit, once it happens, you be like, hey, I don't know what you're doing. You can tell me anything. You still gonna do it. What I'm gonna do? I can't get my pressure up and be arguing with you over something I can't change. You gonna do it?
Right. If you gonna do it, you just gonna find a more creative way.
Yeah. Because if I see, what you say, right? Punch down, all the way to the ground.
I'm talking about punch your stupid ass to the pavement. Play with me. And I ain't gonna feel and be cool with whatever consequence come with it. I'll be 100% cool with it. So
before we end this, I want to end it kind of on a serious note. I know that we all, witnessed on the protest, whether it was a part of the protest, we watched it on TV. If you was a part of the riot, don't admit it on here because that was a crime. But with all of us having sons, what is your talk? If you had to write a letter for your son's future on how to conduct himself and be safe, what would you tell your son?
Well, I tell my son, since he's driving now, I tell him, if you get pulled over by the police, put your phone down, put your hands on the steering wheel. Yes, sir. No, sir. Let him know every move you're about to make. You about to get your license. You about to get this out the car. You about to do this. Do what he tell you to do.
And I've even seen people now start putting those stickers that has all the information already on the window part. Now, this is my license. I ain't got to pull shit out. It's right here. I've seen that on the trucks.
I mean, with my kids being like not old, but like just getting there, I try to tell them, try to speak futuristic terms like,
you know what? Age don't even matter because remember,
age don't even matter because my kids is about to be teenagers. And I tell them all the time, you gotta, first of all, respect what they saying. What they saying is what they saying. Let them talk. You don't talk, you don't fight with them because for one, they don't give a shit about you. Nobody gives a shit about y'all. Y'all are two black boys. Nobody gives a shit about y'all. So just shut your ass up. That's it. That's my thing for them. It's just shut your ass up. Don't be talking. Yeah, don't be talking because first of all, anything you say could be used against you. They gonna use it against you. So just shut your ass up and do what they tell you to do. And that's it. And I'm coming. I mean, when you get to where you're gonna go, and I'm gonna be on my way. That's just what I tell them for futuristic. But I got some little shelter kids. They don't even go outside. So.
Like I got shelter kids too, honey. They don't do but play PlayStation.
Exactly. They play Fortnite and Roblox and shit. So they be in the house. But one day they gonna decide that they gonna get up and go, when they want to. So I just tell them, if you do find yourself in some trouble, just shut your ass up. And when you get to wherever they gonna take you, I'm gonna be on my way. And I'm gonna come with my attorney too. Because first of all, I know it's probably some bullshit. So I'm coming.
Oh, you one of them mamas, the kids can't never do wrong?
Oh, they can do some wrong, baby, but I do know you do know your kids though too. Yeah. You do know your your children. Like one of my kids, I know that if they said he did something, his ass did it. He definitely did it. The other one, you said my son did it. He didn't do that. Nah, he did not do that.
Right? What you gonna tell your son?
To be honest, all I can do with my sons are 10 and almost 13. I just tell them, try to conduct yourselves as if I'm always present. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Speak to other people, speak to adults, speak to cops, speak to teachers, speak to everyone as if I was standing next to you. Conduct yourself as if I was present. Because the first thing a Black person asks theyself when they find themselves in a shitty situation, they be like, damn, what my mama gonna say? You know what I'm saying? We always be like, so just, and I feel like if you conduct yourself as you would if I was present, you will find yourself in let you find yourself, hopefully, I can't say you can because the world is unpredictable, but hopefully you will be alive at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because it just takes for, you know, since cops seems to be the topic that we're on, it just takes someone who on a power trip, you know what I'm saying, who gonna take any little thing or any little attitude. And you may be well within. I'm not saying silence yourself. I'm just saying conduct yourself and speak as if I was present, because I know you're gonna always keep a line of respect there. And as long as you keep that a line of respect with most people, you tend to decrease your chances of confrontation, of, you know what I'm saying, negative things happen. So that's the advice I would give to my Black sons right now today.
Okay. And to your daughters, what would you tell them as far as the Black female or the Black girl or the Black woman's image? What advice would you give them as far as how they're perceived and how they should want to be perceived?
My daughter is on 7, but
she's gonna work it.
Yes. But I have a very different relationship with my daughter than I had with my mom. And one thing or a couple things I instill in Aria is I tell her all the time, you're special. You know, it's a lot of people on this earth, but God put you here to make a difference. And I feel like I tell her, you know, you are Black girl magic. You are Black excellence. You know, you can learn to play different instruments. You can do everything that anybody else can do. So I just let her know, like, don't feel like being a Black girl and having coarse hair makes you lesser capable, because you're not. I feel like you're more capable. So I think it's important to just build her up mentally, and so that can't nobody else tear her down. And then secondly, like, I just teach her, your Black is beautiful. I'm very passionate about my people. I don't always speak on everything, but I love my culture. I love my people. I feel like we need to do a better job at holding our people accountable for what we do, but that's something that we need to handle within our culture. So I just teach her, like, you are Black excellence, you know what I'm saying? And you will be Black excellence. And I think that if I just keep instilling that in her and working with her and showing that to her, that's gonna place her in a position where she knows she could be Black, she knows she could be successful, and she knows she don't gotta put up with nobody bullshit, you know? So
Siobhan?
Well, my daughters, they're grown. Both of my daughters are grown. And it's like they was raised to respect themselves, respect other people, respect other adults. They were raised more so spiritual. They had to go to church. It was not an option. It was faith. You have to go. So it's like, I think because the way, and that comes with a lot of help from my mom as well, making sure they went to church and making sure, you know, all that kind of stuff like that, that they respectful, they respect themselves, they respect other people, and they still carry themselves that way now. They respect adults. And I really never had any problems with my children. Right. Not girls or my boys, none of them any problems. So, I mean, I think it's just really how you, and our relationship is open. I'm open with all my kids. They come to me, they can talk about anything, have a conversation, no matter what it is. If you want to talk about, hey, mom, I want to smoke some weed. Hey, well, let me show you how to roll it. Don't go buy shit from nobody. You know, so let me show you how to roll it. Let me show you how to break it down, so you don't have to go out there in them streets and let nobody do it for you when they fuck around something that you ain't supposed to be smoking.
Walking and talking to yourself.
Huh?
After they walk around talking to themselves.
Right.
Mhm. Now, Ray, you said something that was a hot topic a couple of months ago. You said that you feel like things that we do in our community, we should be held accountable for. And you stated, but that's something that we should handle within our culture. When do we handle it? Because forever we've had black on black crime, right? Recently we had 2 or 3 rappers that were killed like within days or weeks of each other. No protest, no rants on social media, no upset, because all this was black on black crime, right? But had an officer, and of course, we're not just gonna say police accountability, because it looks like people only get up in a roar if it's a white officer. So
Right.
if a white officer would have shot and killed one of those rappers, would we have had an uproar? Why is it different when a white officer does it, but someone of your own community does it, and it's always a hush hush, and we'll get to it.
Because
That's because our culture is so accustomed to it. We're so accustomed to black on black crime. We're so accustomed to seeing it that people don't get in the uproar. But if a white person kill a black person, everybody is like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that just happened." It's like, I think us as black people, we're accustomed to certain stuff. So it's like you just hush it up because it's like, okay, that's normal. That's gonna happen. You gonna shoot this person?
Acceptable though, and that's what I was trying to say when Ray was talking about accountability. Should it be accepted, and when do we
holding
address
each other accountable?
Hmm?
We should be holding each other accountable, just like we
absolutely hold each other accountable. But the reason I feel that we can't hold each other accountable is because there's a failure to, like I tell my friends, you have to learn to control your emotions. I'm sorry, y'all, somebody was calling me. Once you are able to control your emotions, you will be able to control your actions. But you know what I'm saying? People get upset, they get into these social media beefs, and then they upset. Their emotions is all over the place. And because of that, you're gonna play into that emotion, and then you're gonna act. You know what I'm saying? So it's and then when you got these people around you who is feeding you this information, like your behavior and your actions is okay, and it's not. So then there is a lack of accountability. A lot of people in the world are followers, and all it takes is for someone that they trust to tell them to not do the dumbass shit that they finna do, and they won't do it. You know what I'm saying?
So when do we do it? Is what I'm saying. We're quick to go and tear up the streets when it's police brutality, but when do we tear up the streets when we are devaluing our own property? Because we can't say that it's because of the white man that people don't cut their yards and paint their homes and keep their communities clean. We can't say it's because of the white man when we have people that stand in front of stores, drinking, laundering, selling drugs, and I'm over the hole. The white man bought it over on a boat. That's okay. We're gonna keep saying that, but who's forcing you to do it? So when do we say we're letting them come in our communities and they're buying up all these lots because no one's working to hold on to property anymore, but we want these 40 acres and a mule. But if you get it, are you gonna keep it? So when should we have this talk, and when should we protest against our own actions?
To be honest, I feel like it starts in the streets. A lot of black on black crime
it starts at home.
I mean, it starts at home, but you can only teach if you rear your kids or raise your kids. Like you said, your kids have to go to church. You know what I'm saying? You could teach your kids all the values and all the morals out there. But when they step outside your door, they gonna do what the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And then people be so quick to be like, well, they weren't raised right. Well, how can you tell me I didn't raise my daughter right? You know what I'm saying? I didn't raise my son right. People learn from experiences. Life has to be their teacher. You can only teach them so much. Life is going to teach them what you can't teach them. So a lot of like crime, black on black crime, and just things that we do in our own community comes from really kind of like the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the drug dealers that's gonna kill each other.
Piggyback about what you said, that it's not always in the home. My mama raised me the same way my kids was raised. I had to go to church. I had to do this. I had to do that. But once I left out the house, I did what I wanted to do. But it wasn't because what my mom, the lack thereof, because I had going on with it myself. You know what I'm saying? And when you growing up as a child and you have things that, like, we have underlying issues. Some of us have underlying issues when we kids. We can't talk to our parents. We don't have no adults to talk to that to give us the right path to go, or they'll tell us the right things to do. You know what I'm saying? Or for example, say like if I was molested when I was younger. I can talk about it now, but I couldn't talk about it then. And I had a whole bunch of pent-up aggression in me because I didn't talk about it. It was something that couldn't be talked about. I was angry. And because I went out there and I did all kinds of stupid shit because I didn't know what to do with what I was feeling inside. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by start at home. You never know what that a person is going through in their home life. And if they don't have no way to anger that or channel that or get over that, they go out and they do stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I can speak on it because I did stupid shit. Just because I didn't feel like I had nowhere to turn to, nobody to talk to, nowhere to go. And it was like, it's like when your adults fail us as children, we grow up to be we can't communicate with adults. We don't know how to communicate as adults. We don't know how to have an argument with somebody without fighting. You know what I'm saying? Just say what you gotta say and get it out. We don't know how because we weren't taught how. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by we weren't taught. It comes from home. If your mama don't teach you how, not like you see your mama and your daddy fighting all the time, you think that's okay.
Right. It's normal. You think it's normal.
Right. And so us as a Black community, we need to get better at home. We need to teach our better at home before, and then when they go out in the street and they see somebody fighting, they'll think, man, that's ignorant. But if at home, they think it's fine.
Because it's like, all the thing.
Hey, put that nigga down. It's cool.
I'm gonna put it down. But I also don't want to have an unhealthy relationship around my kids. Like what I do outside, you know what I'm saying, is what I do outside, but I can't like meet a man, we fall in love, and then he move in or we move in or do whatever, and then we have a toxic relationship in front of my child. Because I grew up in a 2-parent household. Like my parents been together for like 25 years. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it looks like to have a 2-parent household, and so I can't do that in front of them. Right. But outside, if you feel like you're gonna play on my top, I will pull up to your job and punch down on you, and I'm not gonna think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was raised off love. Some people that was raised off love view the world way different.
Yeah, I agree.
Way different.
I agree.
Totally different.
I agree.
Okay, well, before we wrap it up, I want each of you that has business ventures to go ahead and give your information out, because you never know, someone may use your business. I know, Jessica, you are in Atlanta. The rest of us are in Houston. So you can go ahead and give your shout out. Before you do that, though, I definitely want to thank all of y'all for joining me today. We definitely have to do this again. Any suggestions you guys have, or anything that you guys like to do different next time before you do your introductions to your entrepreneurship?
No, I think it was a great experience. It was really enlightening to just come together and be able to discuss the things that's going on that's around us. I mean, it's pretty much was a dope thing.
Yeah, I had a really good time. I'm glad I did it. Thank you for inviting me. I'm glad you thought enough to want me to be a part of the round table. So I definitely look forward to doing it again for sure.
We're definitely gonna have a happy hour setting as well in person. because in Texas, we're not going to do the total shutdown. So we're going to have our masks and stuff, for social distancing. But we have some little spirits. And Jessica, you'll just join us virtually. But for those of us here, we'll definitely be sipping and tipping and talking.
Jessica, have your spirits on Zoom though, too.
Definitely.
I can't wait to meet Ray and her punch me dance. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little toxic, but it's exciting here. Y'all gonna love it.
Baby, I can't wait, honey.
I told you all of our personalities is a perfect match. And next time when y'all get to meet Tweety, she fits right in. And like I say, it's enjoyable. Everybody can hold a diverse conversation on all different levels, whether it's a serious one, a funny one, or just in between. No one gets lost within the conversation, which is great. And then if there's someone out there to listen, they'll be like, you know what, that I can relate to that, and blah, 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 So hopefully we reach more. So with the next podcast, we're going to always want to do it on Tuesdays. And if you guys are available, I would definitely want you guys to join in.
All right. Well, thank you. Oh, so Business Ventures, I am a makeup artist. I am building my makeup page. I'm trying to transition from punching a clock to working for myself, and so if y'all need y'all makeup done, or y'all know anybody, events that's coming up, it's holiday season, people gonna be taking their pictures, let me know.
And she's done mine, so she's really, really good. And I've seen her do some people. Yeah. She's good.
And I have come a very long way. I have worked my ass off. I have just like grown tremendously, and I'm proud of my progress, and it's just the beginning, so I'm excited.
Okay.
Well, with my business ventures, I'm actually a celebrity photographer in Atlanta. I'm actually launching my new hair business. I'm gonna be selling bundles, Peruvian, Malaysian, and
Let me find out you selling bundles.
closures and Brussels. I'm gonna actually be launching my business probably next week. My new business. I've always been into my entrepreneurship, so I do photography. Yeah. I do taxes. Yeah. I do a little bit of everything. I be hustling. That's just my thing. I like to hustle and do a lot of women empowerment and stuff like that. So I am in Atlanta, but you can find me in Houston too, because that's where I'm originally from. So yeah.
As a matter of fact, Ray, one time we was at work and you were talking about going to Atlanta. I said, let me call my friend and see, because she stay in Atlanta. We was at Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about, Jessica.
I'm actually going to Atlanta. I'm coming to Atlanta next Friday.
Hey, turn up.
Yeah, so I'll have to see what type of stuff you can just kind of put me on, what type of fun stuff there is to do.
I mean, Atlanta is open. They act like they ain't never closing down. It's nothing but black people here. They act like they ain't shutting this shit down. So it's tons of stuff to do here. I've been here for
tour guide.
I ain't no damn tour guide. I'm just gonna tell her what to
do. Well, guys, as always, I want everybody to stay safe, healthy, virtually connected, wear your mask, wash your hands, keep in touch. We're definitely going to log in again on next Tuesday to Black Rose Media, and hopefully we can grow this network.
All right. Have a good one, ladies.
All right.